Well, howdy, nearly senior citizens here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our imaginary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. It's Friday, the 3rd of March, 2021. Thumbs up for that. Welcome to a brand new day. Maybe I already said that, but I'm saying it again because it's a brand new day. Maybe your day started a long time ago. I'm on the west coast of the United States, and we're just like 2 time zones away from the time zone changing to the next day thing. So by the time my day starts, it's been going for most of the world. So even though I say, the day is just starting, of course it's just starting for me. For a lot of people, it's coming to an end. So relative to everybody, thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, for the Shelton, Washington weather report, last night when I went out walkies, very, very late. It was like 8:30 when I headed out. So it was nice. It was warm. It's getting warm, and it's not absolutely sunny, so there's probably cloud cover out there. But thumbs up, and oh boy, I have had insomnia for like the past week again. Things have been slowly declining for like my mental stability and such. Been talking about that with therapy. It happens. I mean, I have cyclical depression, and I can use the tools in my toolbox to help alleviate any problems and issues. But because it's biochemical, my body's going to reach out and grab that electrical fence, like it or not. I'm going to climb into the biochemical roller coaster car, and we're going to take the trip down, whether I like it or not. I can use the tools in my toolbox to help alleviate some of the problems, but it happens. So you got to do what you can do. Thumbs up for that. We talked about a fair amount of stuff, this, that, and the other thing. I can't remember a ton of what we talked about. It was hard to put into words a lot of the things that I was feeling. But I did the best I could, and that's a good thing. I do have some things written down on my topics list, some of them that I thought of just immediately before starting to record, some of them not. Like yesterday, I talked about in the beginning of my vlogging sort of how much I hate April 1st. I do not like April Fool's Day. Where I am on the spectrum, I do not like it. It bothers me a lot. There are some things that are okay, though. I've talked before about the YouTuber Civi11, and the conceit of his channel is that he is a prisoner in some very, very harsh sort of detention center that's like off the mark, and they do weird things, and it's just, he's a prisoner, and he does a lot of the videos that he does because it's do it or be punished. I guess it's punishment for whatever he's done. So thumbs up for that, but that's the joy of the channel, and it's fun. Civi11 put a lot of work into his April Fool's Day prank. He wrote up an entire history of a fake video game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Not only came up with a fake history for it, but actually either himself or through other people made a fake game. Made the game that it was the fake thing he was talking about. And then played the game for the video while critiquing how bad the game was. And so he came up with a full history of the fake stuff, recorded video gameplay of the bad game, did commentary on why the game was bad, and just made a whole video on that. There was another point. I mean, that sort of summed it all up, but yeah, and it was amazing. Civi11 does amazing stuff anyway, but that was good. I mean, that sort of thing I can get behind. That's kind of the thing that I try to do, except I don't have the big push to be able to do something that intense. So very, very cool. That sort of prank I can get behind, and that's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Now, This one it's an older subject, but I've been thinking about it, and I've never talked about it. I'm pretty sure, or at least talked about it in this way with the song, WAP, WAP, and all that. There is a cover of the song. Well, it's not even a cover, it's the actual real song. But the music video was done by, well, it's a bunch of gay guys that took the video and all that as a challenge. They had decided, it's like they looked at the video and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and all that and said, oh, come on. You think you're being slutty? That's not slutty. If you want to see slutty, this is slutty. And they took it as a challenge. And it was a whole bunch of all of these gay guys dancing to it. And oh my God, yeah, they took it as a challenge and they slutted it up. Now, I do not use the term slut in a shaming fashion. Slut shaming is horrific and nasty, and the term should not be used in a shaming fashion. If you choose to use the term in a good way, like that, they went, oh, you think that's slutty? We'll show you slutty. That sort of thing is fine. Slut shaming, kink shaming, all those things, get rid of it. Take it out. Do not shame people. So they did that video, and like I said, oh my God, they slutted it up throughout this entire thing. They took it as a challenge, and they won. They won. Yes, they slutted it up in the original video. But these guys, oh boy, they won the challenge. The one thing I really liked about this video, though, I mean, not the one thing, I just thought it was a really good ending after having all of these gay guys do all of this stuff. The very last thing that you see, there's this gal coming out, and she's wearing fishnet and all that, and she starts doing this sort of little slutty dance for this other gal that's sitting in a chair and watching. And as the video ends, she just reaches out and slaps the dancing girl's ass to the tune of the music, and then they cut to the original guy who started off the video licking on his lollipop. And oh, I gotta say, good Lord, there is so much heat and so much steam in that thing. Thumbs up for that. Definitely a good thing. Which also ties into, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again because people need to hear it. Especially down in the south of the United States, where there's all sorts of very regressive thinking and policies. And it's a very horrific echo chamber down there, where newspapers are owned by the GOP-backed people, and the radio stations are owned by GOP-backed people, and the TV stations, the only thing really that you're going to get is the internet. That's not just that echo chamber stuff, and it's not pleasant stuff that you're getting from all that. It's where Fox News is looked upon as normal stuff and good. And we've already had so many studies in the United States where they found out that people who do not follow the news at all, they have no ideas. They're just hearing about stuff through other people without watching the news. They know more about current events than people who watch things like Fox News. So, yay. But you do not spring forth from the womb as a fully formed individual. We discover what we like as we go through life. You come forth from the womb largely as just a big block of marble. And as you come across things in the world, that marble gets chipped away. When you're around 17, 18, you're starting to form the figure of a human being from that block of marble. Our brains don't set until they're like mid to late 20s. that's when you have a statue from that block of marble. But even then, because we are not exposed to everything in the world, as you are exposed to new things, that chips off more of that block to make what's inside come into more definition. We are not springing forth fully formed from the womb. You discover what you like and what you don't like as you come across it in the world. So thumbs up on that. And let's see what else I have on my list here. Oh yeah, 2 minor things I want to talk about, and then on another day I'm going to talk more about my cosmic horror stuff, but even this is kind of a cosmic horror thing. First off, Dred Zeppelin. I watched a Dred Zeppelin video. In the late 80s, early 90s, I was listening to this group called Dred Zeppelin. Apparently they're still around. But it's like the main singer is an Elvis impersonator, and they did reggae versions of Led Zeppelin songs using the Elvis impersonator, usually singing Elvis songs to the Led Zeppelin music being played in reggae. It is a really bizarre mix, and it works. Look up Dred Zeppelin online on YouTube. Listen to some of their stuff. It is amazing. Most of it you're going to find is older, but that's okay. That is okay. And just as a real quick, because I'm still working on, there's actually 2 stories that I've got about the bone-hurting juice world, which is a world now that probably no one remembers. But there's the one where this one alien fungus from another continent is trying to take over, and they've got to try and stop it because otherwise it's like end of the world. And then the other one from a different universe is where we originally come across these characters, like Skarbad, who is one of the Elvandri, which the Elvandri are a surface-dwelling species of nomadic dwarves. They are dwarves, and they live on the surface. They like to mine, but they mine like people because they need sunlight and air. They can't live underground for long periods of time. It's not healthy. But they're still effectively dwarves, but they are a nomadic surface dwelling. And then, of course, there are the Dwarven. The Dwarven are the elves, but they're not really just elves as we know them. The Dwarven are a hybrid of fungus and meat. The fungus is fully hybridized and symbiotic. In fact, the fungus is a part of their DNA. In the womb, when they form their DNA, they do not form meat brains. When the Dwarven are born, they have a fungal mass inside of their skull, and the rest of their body is meat. When they are in the womb, the only time, though, that they are invaded by the fungal stuff is from the mother. And even at that, there's just fungal filaments from the mother that enter into the amniotic sac and release various chemicals to let the developing intelligence know that they are part of a network. Past that, they are left to develop as is. When the Dwarven are born, yeah, they are meat with a fungal mass as a brain, but as they get older, the fungal mass grows and meat dies as meat does, and when the meat's all gone, then they get tired and it's time to retire. And they go and they just enter the proto-mind and their body is absorbed. But yeah, they are the Dwarven. They are an underground dwelling form of fungal symbiote. And they are the elves of the world. Now there's many of these things, and again, they are symbiotic. The fungus that is there is massively intelligent, and it is only interested in being symbiotic, because when you are symbiotic with something, you give them stuff, but they give you stuff, and you can keep that up forever. You can get what you need on a constant basis by giving up other things that you don't need. Whereas when you're invasive, you invade, you destroy, take, and then it's gone. You've got to go out and look for more. It's constant feast and famine until you run out of things to feast on. Symbiotic is something that you can keep up forever. predatory, you need more victims all the time. So the fungus of this world is entirely symbiotic, except for in the other story where there is the fungus without mind that destroyed and devoured the entire northern continent and is trying to invade into the southern continent. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment, if that many people left comments. If they didn't, then of course I won't. But if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember anything at all. So, calling up my Chrome, we have Jake Hodder, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, good to see you in the comments. EVH, who actually apparently disliked my video because in my weird thumbnail, I spelled the name Minecraft weird. Huh. Fargron, thumbs up and thank you. Sat Mod, greatly appreciated. Baki Retsu, greatly appreciated. There is MUISEO, thumbs up. 3D Struction, greatly appreciated. IDFWYH03S, thumbs up. We have JJPVP, greatly appreciated. John V, thumbs up. Louis Santiago, thank you. We have Ollie B, greatly appreciated. Infurious, I like the name, thumbs up and thank you. Michael Wood, greatly appreciated. Karen Gill, thumbs up. We have Ari Capastarant, thumbs up and good to see you in the comments. There is Lucas Person, greatly appreciated. Duke C88, thumbs up. There is Ethan Vive, V-E-V-E, greatly appreciated. Nando Rice Cheruti, whom is a Facebook friend as well, and I still don't know how to pronounce your middle name or last name, and especially what you've chosen for your last name. Hope he smokes. One day. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. XMXWLX, greatly, hope he smokes. Appreciated, and last but not least, Christopher Thomas. Thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you, to get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text. Thumbs up and thank you so very, very much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money to the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, hopefully I'm going to get fixed up my Amazon wishlist link as well. It should have stuff like Reptisand, hamster food, hamster bedding, cat food. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up, and of course if you'd hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. A definite thumbs up indeed. And of course, the lobster hat wearing horse head of encouragement wishes the very, very best for us. Even though it wears the grand and powerful lobster hat, it still knows that we have the potential to be angels or demons. It wishes that we will become angels, of course, but the choice is up to us. And of course, Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate. Good golly, Miss Molly. Ugh. And, of course, try to stay safe and creative as you can during these hard times. I almost forgot. And it's okay. It happens because you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. If you do, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing. Get through this safely and alive. It would be a very good thing. You take care, and I will see you on the flip side.